Hello everybody, I am the Black Sigma, or you could just call me Eric. John is still here, this is still MGS2.
Is it?
Good question. After all, I do appear to be just some generic soldier. Oh no, it's Raiden.
I do suggest you fix your things up before you go to the next level.
What, including my gun? Why would that be a good idea?
Let's just say, only the real thing will suffice on this floor.
Only the real thing. Oh right, the whole thing that I tried to do in the last episode. We need some retinal scans.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Damn it.
Hey,
hello, node.
Did you just say nerd?
I said node. Anyway. Locker. Ration. Lovely. Not ration. Less lovely.
So 3 guards.
Freeze.
I'm sure the other ones won't see this.
You're behind him.
I am. That's not how hold-ups work.
Are you going to shoot me?
Why, yes. Since you asked so nicely, You saw that, right? Oh. Well, apparently you were
If you're going
fine
to
not being crippled.
What are you going to do? Drag him into a locker?
No, he can stay there. The other guards don't look out here. Stung. Nothing here. SOCOM bullet. It doesn't look like these two check on each other. They're just kinda standing there. But I feel like they might hear me say freeze. Due to just how close they are. So I'm just gonna... Pew.
Freeze.
More.
Boop.
Please don't.
Oh, no wonder he didn't heal. There's a nice distraction up on the wall.
I mean, sure, but the problem wasn't if he heard this guard fall over, it's if I went to hold one up, the other probably would have heard me say freeze.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You wanna know what's weird as well? We haven't seen Johnny yet so far this episode.
why would that be weird? I mean,
It's a recurring character.
Don't kill me.
Jerry the Genome Soldier is a much better recurring character if you ask me. Anywhoomst. Sure, let's re-equip the uniform and the gun.
You need to drag a guard.
Yeah. Should probably drag him from the other way. And come with me, sir. I'm sure the sleep dart in your face won't interfere with this. Pliskin, how the hell do I hold a guy up to a thing?
Raiden, the retinal
Oh,
scanner does
that's
not
not
look on
Pliskin.
anything but living
He's
and
80,
open
not
eyes.
85.
Don't knock the man out either. Be careful.
Only works on open eyes.
Yeah, so he can't be asleep. You do the same thing, except when he's awake.
How do I drag a guy that's awake?
You can grab and hold them, remember?
If I'm close enough behind him, just hold square. Yep, there we go. I'll just come with me.
Retinol pattern pattern recognized.
Oh, and he's knocked
You are
out.
cleared to enter.
Hey. Now, all we need to do...
Is find President Ames. Because I forgot what his actual role was.
like, Chief of Security or something.
I see.
That is not Ames.
There's a lot of people in here that could be Ames. I'll have to use the directional mic to figure it out. It's not as if I have prior knowledge of the game in regards to this specific section.
It actually does change position.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, he does.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only
Is
thing
he?
we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the
Right.
directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him.
I see.
If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter too.
I see.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Okay.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious.
Okay.
If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call
But what
in
if I
reinforcements.
just knock out
You
the
won't
guards
make
in
it
the
out of
room?
No.
The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for
I
Ames while
can't
deflecting the
get
enemy's
tags off
suspicion.
these guys?
Nope.
You certain?
Yep.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
I'm gonna look at this guy to be absolutely certain he has no tag. Didn't look like it. I'm fairly certain normally
Hall on B1 in the Shell 1
Ames
core.
is bottom left here. Wait for that guard to be very definitely not looking this way. Okay. This'll be fine. D-mic. Can't hear. Yep, there's definitely something off. However, guard is approaching and stand. Yeah, it's always that guy.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Oh.
I don't think it's ever been somewhere else. I'm pretty sure it's
I've
all
had it elsewhere in my playthroughs.
Seems so certain.
It might be a difficulty thing.
Possibly, but yeah, you can look it up if you want. I'm not going to right now because I've got the thing to do. Just to clarify on this argument of whether Ames's location changes, on a quick Google search you'll find basically every Q&A forum says, yeah, his location is random, of course it is. That's the whole challenge. But every video that I found, at least, he's in the exact same place. Which kind of makes sense with the following cutscene. Yes, it is in engine, but I don't think it's a dynamic system. I'm pretty sure the camera angles are fixed. And if that's the case, and Ames was in a different spot, you wouldn't be looking at Ames. Raiden would try and tear the tape off a random hostage. It wouldn't make sense. I'm pretty sure Ames is always in that location. And I don't know, Mandela effect, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna call out to Ames right here. You gonna piss off, mate? You gonna patrol elsewhere? Great. D-mic, point, action
You're
button.
Ames, aren't you?
It's always that guy. Anyway, we can put these back into a middle position.
You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Oh, are you
Secret
now?
Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo.
The who?
What?
I wasn't sent in by any Lolly Lulelo. Also. Heh.
We have little time, so I'll be brief.
Well, that's
How about
interesting.
switching to
Luckily, we
nanocommunications
don't
first?
canonically know about that.
Communications.
You have
Science means talking when it comes to
nanocommunications?
safety.
Ah, someone's upset he couldn't listen in on us. Poor baby.
Are you on?
Right here.
Mm.
Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved
So
to the
the
first
actual
floor of Shell
president-
2's core section.
The first floor.
Shell
Core
2.
Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages? A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about?
What?
Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system.
I see.
The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the U.S. president.
Is that really how the nuclear
The
button
president's own
works?
vital signs, heartbeat,
Does it really
brainwave
require...
pattern, blood pressure and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers.
Okay, but
Password
what
can
about
be
Decoy
self-performed
Octopus?
Unless brainwave patterns and
Do you think
heartbeats fall
Decoy
within normal
Octopus could
parameters, rendering
activate the
chemical and
nuclear
other
button?
forms of coercion impractical.
No.
In other words,
But
the
he
login
goes
must
down
be
to
made of the
blood
president's
type.
own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the
The whole
initial
thing
login.
with Decoy
If a valid
Octopus was he
confirmation is
copies
not
the
forthcoming,
person
the system
exactly.
will automatically cancel the login,
And that's why they can't harm the president.
at least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why
What?
would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
That's
Haven't
so
they told you
absurd.
everything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker
Planned?
accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Huh.
Wait. Here comes Snake.
Snake?
That's him?
The legendary
microphone to
solid
listen in.
snake that's meant to be dead?
You can either listen into the conversation, or you can listen slightly to the left,
For the sake of this being a,
or alternate between them.
for the sake of this being a playthrough, I will demonstrate the other option.
To the left,
How far left is he?
in the toilets.
Come on. Did he betray?
That's fine.
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise. I'll have his
Can only go
background
so
checked
far
just
left.
It should just be about where that thing.
What?
I got no noise over there so far.
You can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large. Yes.
Just go
The man
middle
in the
distance for
sneaking
these
suit.
things.
You know more about those suits than I do. But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago.
Sure
So it
was.
must be the Patriots.
Who?
What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the
Flooding,
connecting
huh?
pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect
What?
on it?
No,
What about the President?
the password entry.
Oh!
This one's worse than that one.
Okay, I think I heard a little groan over to the left. Anyway, Johnny's having toilet problems again.
What about
He
the
must have been
unit's
around a
activation?
cute woman.
Almost complete. The code has already been entered.
There's no
Only
cute
now
women
is for
in
the girl to
this
start the
space, I
The
think.
usual method, I assume?
No, the drugs took care of everything.
Drugs?
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Out of heaven! Raiden really doing his best impression of Solid Snake.
What?
Oh,
There's an
Who
ogre.
is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
huh.
Yes.
What about you?
I
Don't cast suspicion where it isn't.
see.
Where it isn't due, when you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I have the case file for Shadow Moses, by the
You
way.
think Olga could have set
How
Johnny
could you
off?
suspect me?
I know.
Possibly.
One of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive.
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
Just pull the trigger.
I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst
Wow.
kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go.
Wow, how very big boss of you, Snake. What?
It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as
Huh.
if it's having its revenge.
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman.
Strange that your right arm seems to have a
something
mind
going
of
on.
its own.
The incidents are becoming more
Who's this
frequent.
liquid fellow you
Maybe that
mentioned?
man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
You refer to this man as king?
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's it.
Two Solid Snakes? No chance.
Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the president willingly.
That's right.
So this means the president is cooperating with them.
What?
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are
Yeah.
you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
What?
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer.
Huh.
Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, the result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan. Pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll
Hey, level 3 card.
Level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2.
Textbook answer.
Gets me into Shell 2.
Before they launch the nuke.
And back into the rest of
the storage room, yeah.
He's coming here. Pick up your AK.
You do have a time limit here.
Hello, Mr.
You, where are you going?
Shell. Shush. Movement was not the answer.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it'd buy me time. But it turns out that someone has better eyesight than your average guard. That one.
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the president was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
I see.
You.
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lulelo.
The whom? All this talk of Lali Lulelo and what's happening?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
Ocelot is what? He seems dead.
Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself.
Uh-oh.
We meet at last.
Seems like Ocelot's not fallen for that twice.
It's Jennifer.
He's already lost a hand to Cyborg Ninja once.
But you died.
Yeah, Grey Fox did die. Pew pew. Okay. See ya, Mr. X. Oh dear.
Indeed.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
Hold up.
That's
Heart
unfortunate.
attack, huh?
However, we do at least know where the president
Strange.
is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Do you all get the feeling of
We're
deja
still looking
vu?
into it.
I've also been
Yeah.
told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either.
Sure.
I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the president right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the president as soon as possible.
But the president is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here. And the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Right.
I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
So it doesn't matter what gun you have equipped now.
Yeah, my face is visible. Oh. I didn't mean to get that close. Thank you, de-equip of gun.
No, that was you.
No?
Yeah, you went from your AK to nothing.
I went from my AK to the M9.
No, you didn't. You went from AK to nothing. Watch the feedback.
I'm pretty sure will, but... Oh, come on! Bullshit! Invincibility frames shouldn't be a thing in a Metal Gear game.
You say that, but
Yeah, Olga had invincibility frames, it's a boss fight, it's different.
No.
Regular guards should not get iframes.
They kept curb stomping each other awake.
Yes, I noticed. That's better. Regular guards shouldn't get iframes. Change my mind.
What about regular snakes? Do they get iframes?
Nope. Also, hello, shotgun. Pop. Pop. What? Hello, riot shield. You
And there's one camera just in here.
Bet riot shield guy wishes he held it at a better angle. Anywhoomst, now that we're out of that sticky situation, except our caution isn't going down for some reason.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's just...
No. We'll get out of this caution in the next episode. Bye. I fucking knew that cipher would...